food on the table, the house in order. It's the little things. You know, I mentioned before about how words can uplift or hurt people. And for any woman to feel respected, they demand love. Well, a lot of us men in our communities, we don't know how to be affectionate. We don't know how to communicate because we've never seen it. For any man to feel love, we demand respect. For any woman to feel respected, they demand love. I grew up in a home, I've never seen my dad kiss my mom, give her a hug. My dad sat at the coffee table and ate dinner, and we sat at the dinner table alone. I didn't experience any of that. So when I met my wife, Jen, who is Italian, and I'm sure many of you know Italians, they're talking. I mean, it's like chaos, right? The first couple family gatherings I had with my wife, my back was against the wall, and a few family events go by, and my back's against the wall every event, and my wife finally came up to me. She's like, "Man, why are you like standing in the corner?" And I couldn't verbalize because in my lived experience, when we had family gatherings, it was at some point shit's gonna hit the wall here, and then everyone's gonna be fighting. So my guard's up, I'm ready. And because we grew up two totally different childhoods, right? There's a lot of trauma, a lot of shit that I grew up seeing, and I'm sure many of you have been in the same boat. But for me, I believe that in maturing as a man in our community, real men show emotion. Real men do cry. Real men are able to be vulnerable and share their lived experience. But it takes a lot of courage. Well, guys say, well, it's easy for you to talk about it, Jordin. How could you say, oh, you just do this? Well, no, it's a process, right? I'm been 13 years, I've been taking it one day at a time, and I'm truly grateful that I'm in this right mindset in sobriety. People say, wow, Jordin, you're so lucky, you got a beautiful family, you played in the NHL, you got it all. Well, yeah, you know what? I frickin' earned it. I worked hard for it. We want everything to come to us. We want it easy. That's not real life shit. You gotta earn it. Allow your young ones to fail. Support them. Share your experiences. Because in order for us to grow, we gotta fail. I don't care whether you're successful, people don't see the behind the scenes stuff. The public's perception on me, oh, you're so lucky, you got God-given talent, you played in the NHL. Where were you on Friday, Saturday mornings at 6 a.m. while I'm training? You're still sleeping because you probably out partying all night or whatever. But that's the difference between a lot of people and me. I chose to work. I chose to put in the work. And life is all about choices. Far too long we've been playing the victim card, the poor me. I've experienced it in my family. Everybody else did it to me. It's all your fault. It's all BS. Look yourself in the mirror. Put in the work. Earn it. Because I'll tell you this, it feels a lot better when you live experience through hardships, failures, triumphs. I walked away from the game of hockey on my own terms. That was one part of my life. And today I can stand up in front of our people, share my experience. I'm no better than you. I don't ever want to be put on a pedestal. That's not me. I do this because I'm comfortable and content in my own skin. I put in the work. I put pen to paper. And I'm not shameful of my past. Yeah, we all have baggage. It's just about finding that avenue of being okay with not being okay. You know, we wanna, when someone's becoming successful in your community, what do we tend to do as a community? Pull them back down, drag them back down in the mud. You know what, he thinks he's better than us. We need to uplift our people, our leaders. Anyone can hide behind a computer and go on Facebook and say their 2 bits. Words damage. The cyberbullying, the grudges, it's all immature shit, to be honest. Grow some balls and let's have a real conversation. Anyone can hide behind a screen. And we see it in our communities. The feuds amongst family, the grudges, a lot of wasted energy and weight on our shoulders. Each and every one of us looks yourself in the mirror and say, hey, what can I do to be better? Be a good person. Be willing to listen. Especially for us men. When we talk, we don't need solutions or how to fix it in that moment. Sometimes we just want to be heard. But a lot of us men don't know how to get to that space first. Well, grow some balls, boys.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Lonnie Latondre, one of the council members of Electrician Association, and I'm also known as Mr. Hockey. That was given to me by my late auntie, Jean Alexa. She was always happy to see me. Oh, Mr. Hockey. Jordin, my pleasure, an honor to see you again. Disclose. I was teasing. I remember when Jordin went skating beside the bench, I was going to grab him like this on his sweater and pull him over. You know, I had a son who was born 1983. I remember you playing in Spruce Grove, and I shared with others, friends, that this kid is going to make it to NHL. I shared with the boys of Jack Hooch, same year as you. This kid is the one that will have to stop if we're going to win the gold medal for native provincials, right? Well, that year in Pee Wee's, remember? All one chase is money. $32,000 budget, I found out. You gotta be in Lexus with this. I had boys, you talk about working together. You had talked about roles and responsibilities. And that's what I created in our team. I remember when the parents, I spoke to them and said, this is a great opportunity to go into A division, because I knew that you were gonna come out there, right? And it's a chance for our boys to prove something. That year, I prepared the kids right from October. I was an assistant coach. I worked the kids right down to their knees. Totally, every practice. Skating was really important, but they became unified. There was a lot of strength in them. And that year we went and played against the All-Stars, Treaty 7 All-Stars, and then Treaty 6 All-Stars, I guess. Must be Treaty 6. But we lost in overtime for both games. I remember my nephew Matthew, who had a wide open net behind the goalie, and those two posters right there. He shot it right across. Minute 32 seconds, and then 36 seconds by Mr. Marlin, he set up Abi right in front of the slot. 33 seconds, wide open, he missed it. That was our boys, played against Jordin. But Jordin, I'm very honored and pleased from that team. 3 of them went to go play Junior A hockey, which I coached over there. And my son went to OCM Blizzards, where he worked too as well. Glenn Watson was the coach. Right? So today I'm very honored to be here standing with you. So I figured this is a great opportunity to ask you to come give me a hand in the old-timer division.
I don't think I'm quite an old timer. You are old. You know what?
I was thinking about you and Flurry.
The problem is I don't have an off switch, eh? So someone pisses me off. That's why I don't play in NATO tournaments or any hockey tournaments.
That's fine. I've pissed a lot of players off too.
Yeah.
But I have so many questions. I have so many things to say, but I'm very honored that you came here to join us. Welcome to Treaty 6 territory. We are from the shore, so we'll come in means God's lake, spiritual lake. A lot of people have come together there. And it's my honor, my pleasure. I'm going to give you this. Welcome to Western.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you
I
very
can't
much.
believe you have such a great memory. I don't even know what I did 2 weeks ago. We're talking 25 years ago.
Lonnie, giriște chiar.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. See, for me, it's stories like these that really humbles me, right? Like I'm just a kid from Rankin Inlet, Nunavut, who has navigated life, ups and downs, with the great support of people like you guys. So I'm very honored and humbled to be able to hear stories like that, and it touches the heart. And we as Indigenous people, we learn by watching, and there's a lot of knowledge in our heads, each and every one of us, and it's time for us to share that knowledge verbally. A lot of us don't know how to speak up, or sometimes we're too afraid that we're gonna say the wrong things. You know what? You do you, man. Be the best version of yourself, and you will create a community where people want to embrace your presence. Share your knowledge. We have so much of it that it's locked here. Reach out to your elders, reach out to your leaders in your communities. The time is now.
Thank you very much. Let's give him a round of applause. Security's gonna come up. I asked you to give him time to wind down. He's going to go have orange juice and wind down, and then he'll come back and then he'll visit. That's when you can take his pictures. I'll get Lanny them to come up.